Good morning, good morning, good morning. No, I am back for the moment. I'm gonna do a read today. I'm doing kind of an AR7-ish kind of thing. It's more like I made it up. Okay, so basically I'm doing max reps. And I'm gonna do it 5 times. I called it max 3. I think that's because I was wanting to do 3 times, but I think the problem is 3 is probably not quite enough. I would need to do more exercises. When you're at the gym, it's really hard to get enough exercises going, to be honest, because you um, don't have, you can't cycle through things because you're constantly sharing space with all the people around you. So that can make things kind of challenging. So the best place to put this, I don't know. I'm still struggling with the whole camo positioning stuff. And sometimes it's better to go high. Sometimes it's better to go low. I don't know. But ultimately, it's going to be what I get is what I get. So, let me tell. All right, so I guess let's get started. It's supposed to be kind of a fast-paced workout as well. I'm going to be doing a fair number of reps, so my chip chat's probably going to be on the low end. This is my first one. I guess I'm doing lunges first. I don't know why I chose lunges first. Probably because this is kind of light, and as such, I'm going to try to burn. I start off with lunges, which are kind of heavy-ish, and that will help me to make this so I don't have to do as many. I like lunges. I think lunges are actually one of the best leg exercises, to be honest. It allows you to pick up a decent amount of weight while at the same time work your grip and not have to carry crazy amounts of weight. And it's also better with the back because the back gets to be more upright, more stable. All right, let's do this. I don't know if you can see me over here. Like I said, it's kind of hard to get optimal position on anything, to be honest. Getting the camera in the right place. Keeping people off the camera that don't want to be on the camera. Yeah. The first set's always the hardest. How do I consider those doing that? Probably not. First ones are just waking up the muscles. So I might be a little light at first. That's why I do 5. And as I get going, hopefully I do a little bit more. And then by the time I'm done, I'm doing less, but yet I'm actually maxing out. Okay, so. Okay. Supposed to keep moving. I do like 20 seconds apart. These are a little bit further apart because it is more weight than I would do normally with the AR7. I'm doing 7 only. So I'm doing a lot more. Again, probably not quite my max, but getting it. Okay, so also one other thing. Don't really do my max. I try to go right up to the point where I've got one or two left, and maybe three. Because with legs, you don't want to lose form. That's when your back gets in trouble. Any kind of squat, any kind of deadlift, anytime the weight's above your waist, heck, even when it's not, deadlift is below your waist. Anytime your back is involved to a significant extent, as soon as you start fatiguing to the point where your form starts to struggle, that's when you get in trouble. Okay, so you might ask, how is this different from a regular workout? From any other do this times this many? I don't have a set number, that's the difference. And as many as I feel like I can do. Okay, so also, this is a hack squat machine, reverse hack squat, whatever you want to call it. I only count half the weight so that it's more in line with what I do on the squat. So this is only 135. So normally this would be considered, most people who count hack squat for what it is, it's just 270. But I don't know. This is kind of the low end stuff. But I did do 27 of them. I gotta increase the weight probably. So I don't have to do 27 of them. So I take another 40. That'll put me at 45. Most hack squats, okay. This one might be more. I can't be sure because this one's set up a little different. It's not a sliding bar, okay? The sliding bar has a different setup. So if you have most hacks, well, not most, a lot of machines are the sliding pole where the bar goes up and down the pole, and it's a 45-degree angle, and therefore you're lifting. Kind of like this one over here next to me. And in those cases, you're doing, you know, the math is pretty accurate. If it's well oiled and the resistance is minimal, you're doing half the weight. This machine uses a different premise. It uses a diagonal. Now, assuming that my pressing in is truly 45 degrees, I can't tell because I'm sitting at an angle and it sits back. You it might be 40 degrees or whatever. So as soon as you change that angle and it's not 45 degrees anymore, it's no longer half. So if it's less, then you're actually doing more weight. If it's more, then you're doing less weight than half. Either way, it is supported. So it's, even though this is technically at half 180, I could be doing something more. It's not less than 45 degrees. If this bar was exactly 45 degrees as I'm pushing out, because my legs are out and I'm pushing towards it, so it's probably pretty close. One way you could probably tell is if my body, when fully extended, is 45 degrees out, then it's 45 degrees. At least to me, because I'm putting 45 degrees angle on the weights, because I'm leaning into it at that angle. But if I like get underneath it more and get more support, more brace, I'm pushing straighter up, it would be more weight. But I don't know. I can't tell. I'd probably less than 45. But I don't know. I think it's around maybe 200. But I'm not going to guess. I'm just going to go with half. Hey, Winky Fruit. No, not quitting. Just the issue is that I'm trying to come up with something more of a niche, right? So it's not that I don't want to do workouts. It's just that these are very generic workouts. And there's a million guys, people, whoever, guys, gals, doing generic workouts online where they just throw some random thing up there. I want to do things that are workouts that in general, my idea is to come up with things that other people do. Okay, so like the Athleon X, or these ones that people pay for, Beachbody, Peloton, doing their workouts and then reviewing them. The Beachbody and Peloton got me in trouble with YouTube because they don't want me streaming their stuff. So basically, what I have to do to follow theirs is follow it offline and not basically just do a review of it. So I don't know. It's harder. And then when I come here, it's like I try to find online Google workouts and stuff. The problem is, if I like a workout, I'm going to do it for a while. And if I do it for a while, then it gets old for the stream, and then it's no longer a unique thing. It's just me doing my workout, right? So it becomes generic again. So no, I'm not quitting. I just think it's going to be less frequent because I don't feel like it's going to be. I don't feel like I'm providing anything new to the community. There's a million people out there doing what I'm doing. So if I can't provide something that's unique, then I want people to go, oh yeah, he does different workouts. Let's see which one he does. Some reason to come watch my workouts, other than just, hey, there's another guy out there. Do I like this guy better than the other guy? I mean, never. And although this workout, oh, thanks. I appreciate that, Liquid. Everybody who's willing to watch is always welcome, of course. And I always am appreciative of those who return. Okay. I did 13. And then I did 55 27 times. And this, and as I mentioned before, this workout is actually my own amalgamation of other workouts. Okay, then one one rule I learned, or at least was brought to my attention from Mr. Cavalier, Jeff Cavalier from Athlete on X. You gotta watch some of his videos. You wanna watch a guy who can teach you something. I think he's that guy. Is that you wanna get whatever your reps are. If you're going high reps, low reps, lightweight, heavyweight, whatever it is. You should be going to where every set. So he wouldn't probably, he probably wouldn't recommend AR7 style workouts because the first 3 or 4 sets are probably not very. They don't fit the rule, right? So the idea is that every set should be near your max repetition. Now, I think AR7 is actually supposed to be kind of close to that same theory. But the thing is, if you did like a 7 rep max on the first one, the 7-second breaks going down, you would not keep doing 7. It'd be more like 7, maybe 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3. And then 2-minute break. You'd be lucky if you get the 6s in one time. And then you get through that one, you'd be lucky if you can do 5 at all. So, I don't know that AR7 is a good example of maxing every set. It's probably more like you would do your 10 rep max in AR7, do 7, and then hopefully by the end you're still able to do 7 or really close to it. And then take a 2-minute break and then do maybe the same 10 rep max and do 6 because it's going to get harder. The idea is that you are actually doing the same weight for all 110 reps of everything. Now, if you're doing a back or a leg, you're doing variations of a lot of the same things. You're doing like 4 or 5 exercises. So let's say you're doing back. You might be doing 3 different pull-ups: wide grip, narrow grip, reverse grip, whatever, switch grip, I don't know, but whatever. You're doing 2 or 3 pull-ups. So really what you're doing is about 147 pull-ups just on that first round. And then you're doing the 6s, and then you're doing the 5s. So you're doing a whole lot. That's if you're only doing 3 variations. So it's quite a bit. That means this. was 23, but that's also more, so 180 pounds that time, based on my measurements. Yes, pretty consistent. I mean, I still have to work the clock because I do work, you know, I have to go to work. My goal is to be done by 8. On the average, if given unlimited time, I try to do about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour on all my workouts. Now, how good a workout that is depends greatly on how well I'm keeping up with pace. Sometimes it ends up being 3 or 4 exercises. Sometimes it ends up being, 5. I can. So ultimately, depends on what I'm doing. But like if I complete this workout, which the goal is to do all 4 exercises, 20 sometimes. You can't do that. Thanks, appreciate it. But yeah, I'm typically 45 minutes to an hour. And most of my workouts are sized to be done 45 minutes to an hour if I keep the pace. In other words, what you see, the exercises I'm sticking in there, should be able to get done in 45 minutes or so if you keep the pace. I almost always try to do ones that are in that range. If your pace is slow, like me right now, I'm taking a lot of breaks. It can take over an hour. I have a little bit more time today. So I'm not too worried, but I still got to keep going. Here's one of the drawbacks of talking a lot and going slow. You end up doing a lot more reps if you're doing max reps like you're supposed to, which is both good and bad, but it also means that if you want to do less reps, and this is one reason why you can get it done sooner too. You can get it done sooner if you're keeping up with it because you're doing less reps because you're more tired. And you're getting more of that HIIT workout, more heart rate. You might, if my heart rate monitors things is working. Take a guess. I always make people take a guess before I tell them how old I am. Wrinkly Fruit might already know because I probably said it before. But I like that. I'm always curious how old people think I am. $47? That's close. Yeah, they tend to be my shorter ones too, because I do like at least one exercise less in most cases, just because it's so fatiguing. By the way, I'm 53, so thanks. Oh, also, way I also measure my dumbbell workouts, I combine both weights. The only exception is And I count the number per limb. So I did 110 12 times. I did each leg 12 times because each leg was lifting 110 pounds. This allows it to coincide with when I do a barbell. Because you put barbell, you put 110 on the barbell, then you're doing 110, right? You would log 110. So if you only log 55 on your, and the reason I do that is not because I don't know how to do, just have it be relative. JFit, my app here at the end tells you how much weight you lifted. So, but it's not smart. So if you say you only did 55 pounds, it's going to give you credit for 55-pound reps. So it's not going to be relative. I want my workouts to be kind of relative so that when I do a leg workout and it says I did 45,000 pounds, I want it to say, I want that to be the goal I'm shooting for, 45,000 pounds. So if I want to say, okay, well, I did 60,000 pounds today or 30,000, I want it to be relative to where, like if I was just doing barbell workouts and it said I did 45 and then I go have everything because I'm doing dumbbells, even though I'm doing the same weight, then my dumbbell workout's going to look like I put a lot less effort into the workout. So it's mostly because of the app. So if you're just logging it in paper, it's up to you and how you want to log it. Okay, so where am I at? Sumo squat. I do say my heart rate gets pretty high when I do legs. Legs is my high heart rate day, usually. But right now I keep letting it drop. So oh. See, take too long of a break, I can do too many. So I do, it shows that I have calves on there. I'm not doing them yet because it's way over there. And if I leave the machine, there's a good chance it won't be here when I get back. So I think somebody will have taken it. Have I always been an athlete? I have been working out since I was in high school, probably. And would I call myself an athlete? Let's just say I stayed in shape. I've done my best to stay in shape pretty much my entire life, but to what extent? I don't think I can remember the last time I went a full week without some kind of exercise. I've probably been a lot more consistent in the last 10 years or so than I have been prior to that, though. I'd be 3 or 4 days on the average. Oops, this is. Sweat's really kicking in now. It's getting in my eyes. Actually, I typically run, bike, try to do an AR7, which I feel is a very good cardio-esque workout. I do insanity workouts. But lately, I've been mostly running or biking on my indoor trainer. I try to stick in an insanity once every couple of months to make sure I can still do it. AR7s are nice because if I can keep up with the pace, it's very cardio, very cardio. I mean, like I'll have an average heart rate up around 130. I like to have my weight workouts get up above 120, but as you see, today I'm only hovering about 117 at the hard part. And the reason I hesitate with my saying athlete, because to me, a level of an athlete's workout, like an actual somebody who does a sport constantly. I get tired. Their effort is a lot higher than mine. They focus a lot more, and so I don't hesitate to call myself an athlete. I'm in good enough shape that I could do a pickup game of basketball and not hate myself the next day for doing it. Go out and play a quick game. Go out and play a game of flag football with friends, which right now would just be my kids' friends, because none of my friends are in good enough shape to go play flag football. I love flag football. I would go play flag football. I would go play tackle football. I would go do whatever. Now, up to the point, I get hurt, I suppose. I hope I don't. Hey, suppose anybody who's willing to hang out is good, so I don't mind it at all. No. I do occasionally jump rope when I can. Actually, I think jump rope is probably one of the best cardio workouts. But unfortunately, right up there with uh, punching bag. Those two are to me the best. If I had to pick two of the best cardio workouts you can do, punching bag and jump rope. Can't beat it. That's why boxers are in such good shape. Frostpunk? I don't know that I've ever played Frostpunk. I couldn't tell you if there was anything like it out there or not. Does it mean like turn-based strategy? Or did I get to 25 on that one? I can't remember, dang it. I think I got 20 something. Oh well. Oh well, 25. I love turn-based strategy games. I don't know Frostpunk, so I couldn't tell you. Turn-based strategy, you know, when you have a squad and they're doing, you know, the combat is all each person takes a turn. Now sometimes your whole squad gets to go, and then their whole squad gets to go. Sometimes it's like Baldur's Gate where it's random and every player in the squad gets their position, their order in each battle. It could be different. You could change it and tweak it, but ultimately it varies. But even that's turn-based, which I like. It still allows you to have, you know, plan and be tactical. Probably not going down far enough. Got to go to at least 90 degrees with my knees, but I don't know if I am. Okay, I'm losing the calves part of this. At the end, I like to push up onto my calves, up onto my toes, so my calves get a workout. I'm getting so tired on these. I'm barely getting my calves up. So those last 7 or 8, I think I did not go calves at all. No, I did go back to 22 because my brakes are too long. Yeah. They're funny. Don't do that. You know, could be, you know, could be a shocking. Not to mention, got an LED screen. Wiping oils from your lips off the screen could be a pain. Complex decision-making mechanics and thought-provoking themes. Of course, it says that the moral dilemmas and the trade-offs between individual liberties and the survival of society as a whole. Wow, that's a pretty oh, that's a promotion. Oh, that's the next day. I gotta block this. Hold on, just a minute. Okay, getting distracted by goofiness here. Hold on. Gotta see if I can deal with this spammer here. Hold on. I can find. Let's see if I can find it in here. Okay, I know there's a way to do this on here, but I'm not finding it. Yeah. It's kind of funny. It won't let me show chat on there. Yeah, maybe I can't. All right, Spammer. I guess you gotta live to see another day because this chat screen won't let me block you right now. I'll have to deal with that later. But as far as your game goes, that's quite the description. Almost like it almost looks like a marketing description, like you pulled it off their website. If not, that's a very good description on your part. But I don't know that any that go that depth into the morality. Baldur's Gate 3 actually does that, kind of, because your decisions you make along the way all matter how the game goes. Um, you make decisions if you're going to be murderous or thievic, roguish. If you're going to be a good guy, a bad guy, something in the middle, will all affect how the other characters in the game interact with you. And that goes for your race choices, how they're going to treat you, because some of them are, I guess, bigots. They don't like Gith Yankee, or they don't like Dragonborn, or something like that, or they like some races more than others, so you're dealing with a lot of that in Baldur's Gate. And the battles, well, you're definitely going to get your tactical and your strategic effects. So it's a very good, I think it's got a lot of that stuff. Games like XCOM, which will have a lot of tactical and strategy, it's you versus the aliens. There's not a lot of moral quandaries. You're trying to kill the aliens. They don't make it sound like the aliens are just, they're just trying to survive. Nothing like that. They're just trying to take over the world, and you're trying to stop them. So there's nothing too deep with XCOM. But hey, if you want a good strategy tactical game, that's a great game. There's a lot of games. I don't know, some of the anime games like Final Fantasy and stuff like that might go a little bit into the deeper emotional side of things, but I haven't played any of them far enough through in recent years to verify that. I always seem to get about halfway or a quarter away through games. You're mostly just trying to rescue somebody or get somebody back to their own world or something. Let's see. I'm doing a lot more reps. All right. I've done more than 25, but I'm only counting 25 because I also lose track a lot. Oh, yeah. I just was explaining my thoughts on the game, on games that would work. Or that comes sort of in a way close to your description. I'm sure there's a lot more like it. I just don't know them. I haven't played them. I'm not a huge gamer. Yeah, as you can see, there's people who beat Baldur's Gate in the weekend that it came out. And I'm only level 4 in my primary campaign. And I forgot to stream last night, the one I'm doing with my friends. And we're almost level 4. I think we're level 3 or something. So somebody was telling me, so I don't know if they're picking up containers of oil and walking around with them, but this thing's way good. I'm getting talking about Baldur's Gate. They were able to beat this spider, this giant spider. There's smaller phase spiders, but there's a mama spider over her. And she kicked the crap out of me at level 3 or whatever. It even tells you, you're outmatched, you're wild, but you can run away if you want. So I tried to fight it, got my butt kicked. There's some friends of mine who say, oh yeah, you can beat it, no problem at level 3. And we're all doing this, campaign together. And I'm like, no way. They go, yeah, but you have to keep blowing it up. And I'm like, how are you blowing it up? The only way I know to blow things up is to get containers of oil and throw the oil at them. But those things are heavy, and I don't know how many of my guys can carry them. Okay, 22 is gonna have to do it. Ow. Ow. Ow, ow. Ow, ow. Let me sweat my eyes. Anyway, so we'll have to see. I'll try it. I'll have to figure out how to. And my guy is a warlock. My girl, I'm playing this time around, my character is female. I decided to play a female drow. I've got 3 characters, three games going. 2 of them are solo missions, and one of them's a group mission. We'll be playing the group mission again on Thursday, and I'll stream that one. And then maybe over the weekend I'll play some of my solo missions. So when you talk about moral decisions, there's a girl online, I can't remember her name. I've only watched her a couple times, but I recently subscribed, so I'll probably watch more often. But she's playing Baldur's Gate, And she's playing it. She's a mega murder hobo. Hey, Doolittle, how you doing, man? Stellaris? Huh. You know, I don't think I've heard of Stellaris. Strangely enough, I was more familiar with Solaris. But I think Solaris, I'm only familiar with it because she's a character, I think. One of my, oh, I'm thinking of Polaris. Character on Marvel Snap, one of the cards. Here, I'll be right back. I gotta go put these. Away. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm walking away from my phone quite a distance, so we'll see how long this keeps. Okay, hey, I'm at my furthest point away from my phone. Tell me if you can hear me. Say, hey, I heard you. All right, let's go do some cabs before I call it a day. Hey, cool. I didn't know how good these heads. This is a new headset. Actually, today I'm going to be going back to the health club that I left my old one at, and hopefully it'll still be there. They were an old set of Echo Buds, and I was kind of getting to the point where I wanted to replace them anyway, but I took them with me. They're not great with the waterproofness. I mean, not that any Buds are. But I left them in the shower to keep them, you know, I put them up on a shelf so they wouldn't get wet. And I promptly left them there. And it's one of the health clubs I don't normally go to. I only go there when I happen to be in that area of town in the mornings, which is pretty rare. But I was taking my wife to the airport, my wife and daughter. And so I had to, so I went there, and it's because I really like that club. I actually like that club better than this one. It's still an LA Fitness. It's just one I like more. I'm going to be sitting down here, so I can't tell. Oh, yeah, this is the calf machine. Seated calves. And I've got currently on it, let's see, 75 and 90, 165. This might be too heavy. I only did 135 last time. This is, let's see, 90 and 50, 140, 20, yeah, 165. I did 135 last couple of times, but I was getting around 20 reps. So I'm hoping to do. Plus, if it gets too heavy, it hurts my legs. Because this pad, the bar goes through when it's too heavy. It just starts cutting off the circulation in your leg. So it's almost better to do more reps at a lighter weight than it is to do heavy reps or heavy weight. We'll see. If it comes to that, I'll take weight off. Ow! My calf is cramping. Did 16. Ow! I need to stretch my calf. Oh. Ow! That hurt. It does that sometimes when I do calf exercise. Like sometimes when I run marathons, towards the end, my calves will start cramping like crazy. Now, Now, something that's supposed to help with that is magnesium, and I take magnesium, as one of my daily vitamins because of cramping. And also, they say that when you're doing a lot of what do you call it, high intensity, heat-driven, heat-producing workouts, salt is pretty good too. It helps you to keep moisture in. Now, I don't do salt packets, but I usually do something like Gatorade Endurance Formula or something like that has a little bit more sodium in it than your typical drinks, or even your typical Gatorade for that matter. It's a little bit more expensive, but I use it when I'm running. I don't usually use it for workouts. And sometimes a good stretch can help with the cramps, but sometimes once your legs want to cramp, it's kind of hard to get it out. One time I was having an awesome marathon. I was on my 23rd mile or something, and I was cruising. And then the cramps came. The cramps in my legs so bad I had to stop and stretch like every 20 feet. It was so bad. As soon as I started moving, they would cramp up again. They got so bad. That is one of the drawbacks of using like Vibrams. Vibrams are great shoes once you learn how to run in them, but they make your runs, they turn them into very calf oriented workouts. You do a lot of, your calves are constantly in work, and as a result you end up let me write down these last workouts. Hack squat, I did 180. What did I do? I can't even remember how many I did. 18? Sure, 18. And then I did this, save, and then I'm on 100, it says I did 155 last time. Really? That don't sound right. I didn't remember going to 155. I think my math is wrong. 90? Because I didn't put 50s on here. I put 10s on here. I only did 50, 100. Anyway, I did 165 this time. Because it's 75 and 90 is 165. Right? 165, 16 times. Alright, let's see if my calves will hold up this time. Without punishing me too much. See if those stretches helped. The other time my calves got like to lock up on me is after a long bike workout. I'm really pushing myself and sweating a ton and getting those calves worked. My right calf that's locking up. It's not too bad right there. I got to 16. I could tell I was about to do it again, so I decided to stop at 16 again. Those long bike workouts can be really, really tough because your calves are constantly. If you use bike clips, or you call it shoe clips, your toes are pushing on the pedal the whole time, which means it's all calves, right? So even if you don't flex your calves a ton, and if you do flex them a lot, it's going to be even worse on your calves. But it's good for your workout, good for the strength of your calves, bad for the likelihood of cramps. Hurts like someone's going to be on a bike and your calves cramp. So you're like, you have to stand up and stretch them, because the best solution for cramps is to stretch it as fast as you can and as fully as you can. Get that muscle stretched out. Because it's the compression that's cramping, right? So if you stretch it and pull that compression out, don't let the muscle come back together, and it doesn't hurt as much. But so get that middle of the night calf cramps, pull your toes back and straighten your legs and pull your toe back as fast as you can. It's your best bet to get that cramp to go away. last one is always me doing like one power push to get it back on the thing. If you're at that point where you can't lift it more in repetition, you gotta do one focused power push. Yeah, I only got 15 that time. Yeah. No, that's kind of the same thing. A muscle spasm is kind of like a cramp. It's the muscles are tightening up, but in that case, they're more of a flickering. it's the same basic effect. Thank you. No, it's all right. Hey, at least you're keeping them clean. I've had to warn a few people for going off the rails, but you're all right. Nice. So about that, my third one. Is that a subscriber? I got a beeping sound. Must funny one of you subscribed. I appreciate that. I don't have my my thing on telling me what the beep was for, but well, I always appreciate new subscribers. Oh, okay. So it is. It is. I have heard of that. Then it is the one I guess I was thinking of. So I haven't played it, but I'm familiar with it. It's one of those things I've seen out there. I know Starfield is supposed to be coming out. It's supposed to be like that. A lot of people are talking about Starfield being the next big game. I don't know if it's going to be as big as Diablo 4 or Baldur's Gate, but if it is, pretty impressive year for video games. I don't think anything's going to do as well as Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is an amazing game. If you like role-playing game, strategy game, depth, size, beautiful graphics, and Baldur's Gate is for you. Now, if you're not big on tactical or role-playing games or things like that, then maybe not. But if you like that, it's an amazing game. Lots of replayability because you can play different characters and different types of characters. Your class can have an effect on your outplay. Your decisions will. Almost couldn't put that one back. Now there is a safety down here. I can put it down and catch it, I think. No, maybe I can't. I don't know. How would I get my foot out of there? I think I just have to grab onto this pole and lean back. That's what I have to do. Okay, I think that's the last exercise. I think I'm done. Oh no, guess I got. Wait. Oh, I guess I'm not done. All right. Got one left. Look at that. I didn't record my last one. I think I didn't record my last one. Starfield. Well, Starfield is coming out. When is Starfield coming out? Is that coming out? I want to say October, so maybe it's this month. I don't know. I get confused on the dates because they talk about some are coming, some come out on console, some come out on console in different months. But no, I was talking about Baldur's Gate 3. That's the one I was mentioning earlier. That's the one that just came out at the beginning of August. It's only on PC right now, but I think PlayStation's coming out in September. And if you're an Xbox person, I'm sorry. It's coming out on that eventually, but I guess Microsoft has made it difficult for developers because they have to make their games work on the Series X or Series S, which is a lower grade system. And a lot of these developers are like, that's hard to do because our game is too complicated for that system. But you saw me playing Baldur's Gate before. That's the last game you came on and talked to me. I was playing Baldur's Gate. So, oh yeah, now Starfield. It does look really good. The graphics and stuff are supposed to be pretty impressive. But again, I haven't. I haven't decided if I want to play Starfield. For one, I've already spent too much money on video games this year. I never play. Let's just say it's been years since I paid full price for a video game, and I've already bought 2 this year. My budgets for video games is like, dude, pick a game and finish it. Now, I got pretty far in Diablo 4. I mean, I got to level 70 something, 73, 74. And it's not that I won't play it again. I do like it. But I feel like I did kind of finish it. I beat the storyline, kind of accomplished a lot of the main goals, except for beating the boss again, which to me is silly to have to play 50 levels just to play one new thing. I've pretty much done everything in the game, short of. I mean, I've almost done all the renowned things. I mean, the seasons add a little something, but they don't add a new story. They add like new little quest lines, basically is all it is, and get more stuff, you know. So it's fun to play. So don't get me wrong, I do like it, so I'll probably play it. But Baldur's Gate is kind of my current game because I want to beat that. And once I beat it, at least finish the game once. I might play it, finish it twice or whatever. But after that, I might go buy another game. So maybe next year. I'll see if Starfield is doing really good and people are really liking it, and then maybe I'll think about it. But I like to finish Baldur's Gate and maybe play a couple different characters with it. I have a couple games going right now, so who knows? Yeah, Diablo 4 is pretty good. A lot of people think the same thing. It's like after you hit level 70 or so, it's just getting more stuff, getting bigger, better stuff. You know, it's not as. And if you're looking for a strategy or anything like that, it's a hack and slash. That's what it is. A hack and slash with great graphics. And a pretty good storyline up to about level 50. And then the storyline, you beat it, and then you're just kind of, okay, now what? And you're just going through and trying to get bigger and better stuff, and get bigger and stronger, and play harder and harder levels. But it's no longer, it becomes just you having fun hacking and slashing. And if you like that, then that's what Diablo's always been, though, right? Diablo 2, 3 have always been about the hack and slash. That's kind of their claim to fame, being an awesome hack and slash. One of the games I'd love to see them come out with again, a new version, a better version, an upgraded version, or some game that was at least a homage to it, is Dungeon Siege. I don't know if you ever played the old Dungeon Siege 1, Dungeon Siege 2. Not 3. 3 is a totally different game, but I love that game. I loved it because it was one of those games that you could, your character skills weren't built on you saying, I'm just going to be a nature mage, and voila, you're a nature mage. It was more like you wanted to be a nature mage or a druid or anything like that, or an archer, ranger, fighter, whatever. You basically picked a base character with some kind of stats, and then you went out and did those things. So you would if you wanted to be a ranger, you just pick up a bow and you start using your bow, and you start leveling up your bow skills. And then if you're doing a crossbow, you would level up your crossbow skills, and you would level up. So it would not just be upgrading your range skills, which you would do, but you'd also upgrade your weapon skills. Like a weapon could get upgraded. Now it's a type of weapon. So if you found a better crossbow and you were building your crossbow skills, your new crossbow would have those same skills or same abilities. But as you change the type of weapon, you would upgrade that type of weapon. And then your character itself would level up. So you'd get overall overarching skills. And it was really cool because everything mattered. You know, it's like if you wanted to be a fire mage, you had to focus on fire skills and that kind of thing. So it was really a cool game. But it's also old, and nobody's tried to make a new one like it yet. That's one I would love to see them do. A game like Dungeon Sync, where your skills are based on what you do, not based on what you just choose at the beginning of the game. If you want to do something, you have to earn it and build those skills up. You could be a jack of all trades, but you might not be all that strong. So you're gonna, if you fight and then you switch and go to range, and then you switch and go to magic, you're always going to be kind of underpowered. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Hey, if you ever play board games and like miniatures specifically, I gotta say it. This is my pitch, my marketing thing. Go check out the X Case on YouTube and Instagram under Active Minds Games. Check it out. It's a storage case for miniatures that you paint, take to game shops. It's a storage transport display case. It's expandable. You can they snap together. Now, currently, kind of out of stock. Not on everything. We do have mage cages, but the X Case, they're kind of out of stock. Got a few left of, I think, black ones. But ultimately, the goal is we're going to do another Kickstarter. I want to get some more clear units and make some big units so that hold bigger minis. And it's going to have shelving and compartments or configurable shelving and drawers and such, so that you can set it up the way you want it to. So maybe the big case could actually be an all-purpose case. Minis and shelves and drawers for going to and fun games and tournaments. Check it out. Follow us on Facebook if you like it and you want to back us when we launch our Kickstarter. We don't have a date yet for the Kickstarter. Trying to get to about 800 followers on Facebook under Active Minds Games again. Once we get 800 followers, going to announce the date of the Kickstarter, probably within a few months of that. But right now we're running about 400 some, like 450, I think. So about halfway there. But let your friends know who do play board games, who like minis. And hey, everybody, thanks Wrinkly Fruit and Pink Candy Lips and Bowser Big Burrito Burrito for stopping by. You guys have a good one. Stay fit, stay healthy, and I'll talk to you next time.